Came here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And I got a question from a subscriber, and he wanted to know, are Japanese women over age of 30 plus open to dating older black men? If so, where would you find them open to this type of relationship? Also, if you had time for only one city to visit, which would be your choice for 1 week? Thank you, and I support you. Well, one of my favorite cities to visit is Miami. I love Miami. So, the whole South Florida area, especially Miami, but Fort Lauderdale is cool. But when I want to get away, I usually go to Miami for about 4 or 5 days, sometimes longer than that. So I like Miami. You know, of course, I like the weather, women, beautiful women. People pretty cool too. I haven't had any bad experiences. I've been all over Miami, you know. And as far as meeting Japanese girls, that in America, Japanese women like being in the big cities. They like New York, LA, Chicago, Houston, Seattle, Atlanta, Miami, San Diego. There's a lot of Japanese people in places like that. That's where the majority of Japanese women are going to be. And you might see some near a military establishment or a military base. And within these areas, cities, and near these bases, if you go to like the Japanese restaurants or events, they have like Japanese festivals in places like Atlanta, New York, Greenville, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Chicago. So if you go to those Japanese events, you see a lot of Japanese girls there over the age of 30. And if you go to like the Korean festivals, you see some Japanese women there as well. And the thing to keep in mind, in America, a lot of Japanese people, Japanese women especially, they're kind of all over the goddamn place. You know, they don't stick together as much as the other groups of people that come over here from other countries. So Japanese people tend to get in where they fit in. You know what I'm saying? Japanese people are different from, say, the Chinese people or Korean people. You know, they usually stick together. Koreans and Chinese people, they usually stick together in one community, one area, one location. But Japanese people tend to get in where they fit in. You know, a lot of them have that mentality. I got mine, you get yours. That type deal. And this has a lot to do with how they were raised, and has a lot to do how, you know, their quote quote culture is as well. You know, they don't really have. A lot of Japanese girls, they don't really see the. I think a lot of Japanese people, just in general, just don't see the value in long-term friendship with anybody. They'll come together, eat together, sleep together, talk, drink, bullshit around, but that's going to be the extent of the relationship between them, amongst themselves. They're not going to build anything together or invest in anything together. It's very, very rare. It happens, but it's very rare. It's not like the other groups of people that come over here from other countries. So they tend to get in where they fit in. So, which brings me to my point. This is why I say, if you go to those Korean events or Japanese events, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Because if you go to those Japanese events and Korean events, it's going to be mixed with all kinds of people. It's going to be more than just Japanese people there. It's going to be Koreans. It's going to be Chinese. It's going to be Vietnamese. It's going to be blacks. It's going to be whites. You know what I'm saying? So, and another tip I would say is another easy way to meet Japanese girls is through a mutual friend. Like for example, if you work with somebody and she's friends with a Japanese girl, have her introduce you to the girl. Like probably like not at work, like out in at a public place or some type of event might be going on. Have that mutual friend and introduce you to her. That way, that's kind of from a Japanese woman point of view. When they get introduced to somebody, to them that's like a rite of passage. That means that, at least from their perspective, the majority of Japanese women, that means that you're safe. When it's like a rite of passage to them, so you can get in much easier if you get introduced by a mutual friend. So that's what I would say. When it comes to meeting Japanese girls over 30, if you're an older guy, and they're not very picky, because like I say, they get in where they fit in when they come over here, and they're kind of opportunists. And plus, she knows her stock value is going down drastically, and a lot of Japanese girls don't age well. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind as well. Because when they're in their 20s and early 30s, I mean, she might still look good for her age, but depending on her lifestyle and how she takes care of herself, or probably don't take care of herself, she might just might not look so attractive as she was when she hits late 30s or 40s or 50s. So keep that in mind. So that's all I gotta say about that. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my blog, check out my website, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, Sharp Games out. Peace.